Have you ever wanted to edit like me? Well, today I'm going to be showing you, but this tutorial is only for PC, so just be aware of that. So, I use DaVinci Resolve, as you can see, right here, DaVinci Resolve. So step 1 is record. So once you recorded your short, because I'm doing a short, so once you recorded your short, you're going to want to import it down here into this little thing and make sure to click change frame rate. Okay. So, once you do, you want to click on edit and adjust the sound to 11.36. And then you're going to want to cut out this right here because that is called dead space and you do not want that in your video. That's going to mess everything up and people are just not going to be engaged in your video and they're going to want to click off. So you're going to want to delete by clicking back on your keyboard. Then you're going to want to drag this using your mouse and drag it right over here.
Tutorial.
And then you're going to want to cut and watch it to make sure it's the right clip.
This is my editing tutorial.
That right there was perfect for me because that's exactly what
this is my editing tutorial.
So that's how it's going to start. Then you're going to want to remember you talk next. Cut it by clicking Control B. It will cut right there. Clicking on this, then clicking back and dragging it all the way over. You're not going to be able to see it unless you like drag out, but then you're going to want to go over here and make sure the
This is an example of me putting an image on a screen.
See, and then you're going to want to cut. Well, for my sake, I'm going to want to keep it until like about a few seconds after because I'm doing an example, so there is going to be something on the screen. So you're going to want to cut it about right here. I mean, it depends on what you're editing, but I'm just telling you.
And this is an example of how I green screen. Gorilla tag.
The reason I did that is because I'm going to show you how I green screen the word tag. Because there's a green screen thing that shows the gorilla tag. So, you're just going to want to keep doing this until you get to the end of the recording and you're happy with all the clips that are edited. So, we're going to fast forward to that. Now, once you have your last clip, you're just going to want to cut it a few seconds after so your voice can, like, finish, like, speaking.
Oh, there you go.
So, there you go. I said the same thing. So, okay, so you might be asking, Gronger, how do you do your text? Well, I'm going to show you. So, what I do is I have a preset that I use, so I don't have to create the text every time. But I'm going to show you what to click. So, when you're on here, I don't use that one anymore. I just keep forgetting to change it. So, you're going to want to have it 5/8 to 8. So, this is editing Gronger here. I kind of forgot to tell you how to do the keyframes. I will leave a link in the description to get the text that I use. So, if you're having trouble with that, just click in the description. I made a Google Drive for you to find the preset I use. So there you go. So how you're going to switch the keyframes is you're going to want to click these. So it's like that. This is the old text I used to use. I just adjusted it. So that's what it's going to want to look like. And then for this, you are going to want to download a font. I don't know if it has it on here or not because I downloaded it before, so I don't really know. But it should be Neometric Alt because that's the text I use now. If you want to get the same one, then you're just going to have to click the other one. So nothing else here, that's always the same. Then we're going to go to click shading and you're going to want to make sure it says 2 and enable it. Just copy the settings here. This, I click solid now, and it changed the text, so do not change that. It changed the text for some reason. I use Neometric Alt. So, copy the settings. I don't really use that color, but we're going to change it later. Copy settings, and you're going to want to go to effects. Do not add glow. Add camera shake. These exact settings right here, copy them into DaVinci Resolve. Same with here. That's all, okay? Then drop shadow, copy settings. Then I'm going to want to go back to shading and I'm going to want to change the color. I usually use like a dark blue. Sometimes I use a gradient. Yeah, no, wait, I do use a gradient, but I don't do glow. So gradient, yes. I like to keep it exactly like that. Then you're gonna want to go back to text and go to V anchor, this one right here. Don't add a keyframe. Just click 4. So it should be 4.0. So it's right up there, and then you should get
this.
So it sounds glitchy, but that's because I'm moving it through. So then you're gonna want to click Control C. So you can, I just click it a bunch of times. Sometimes it doesn't work. My keyboard just messed up. Then you're gonna want to edit it so it's like right where it starts.
This.
And you're gonna want to delete this, and always add a capital letter with the starting word that you're starting with. Even if it's in the middle of the sentence, it just makes it look good. So I say this first. Certain words you can't do all in one. So you're gonna want to edit them up, make it like one on top, one on the bottom.
This is.
Then you're gonna want to click Control V so you can get this back. This is. So now you're gonna want to add is.
This is my. Is.
Then whenever it starts a word, add it. Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Is my.
Now where I say editing. Editing.
Editing.
Then you're just gonna want to add word. Okay. Then you're just gonna want to cut it out so it sticks to the one in it. So now it should look like this.
This is my editing tutorial.
So that's how it's gonna work. We're gonna add clicks later. So while you still have it copy and pasted, you're gonna want to go to the back.
So
that was really glitchy, but you're gonna want to go to the back.
So you go.
So you just want to do it for the back. You're just gonna want to do it for the front and the back, not in the middle, because then it will take too long. But sometimes I do that.
So there.
So now you should have this.
So there you go.
If you're wondering how to get effects, I left a link in the description for the Gorilla Tag editing Discord server, which is where I get all my sound effects from. Yeah. Okay, so once you have all of it, I have to go to my downloads, and you're gonna want to have the text click that I use is called Creamy Click. That's the one I use. If you want to use a different one for clicking, you can. But whatever you want to do.
This.
Then you want to copy and paste this. But first, for the audio, you're going to want to make it 11.1. Copy and paste it sometimes because it glitches. So now it should look exactly like this.
This is my editing tutorial.
Now it should look exactly like that. You don't have to copy the words I'm saying. I'm just telling you, if you have to add them at the start of every text. So it looks
this
like
is my editing tutorial.
That's how it should work. Then you go to the end. You go straight to the end. And you copy and paste.
So
Click, so it will look exactly like this.
So there you go.
So that's how you edit the first part. Now I'm gonna show you a little more.
This is an example of me putting an image on a screen.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to pop up an image on a screen. So for example, we're just gonna use. My top 5 latest subscribers. Yeah, here we go. It's kind of glitched. I don't know what that is about. Okay. So, for example, we're going to be using my top 5
Green.
If you want to be on that list, subscribe. So I'm going to have this go until the end. You might be wondering, is covering the whole screen? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So you want to click zoom. It doesn't matter if it's X and Y because it's all together, and zoom does not work like that. You just want to move it down so it's about there. I mean, it really depends on, it has to be in this kind of area. So then you're going to want to use position, you're going to use Y. I don't really care where I put it, I usually put it at the top. 385.0 is what I usually do. So, you're going to want to move it up a little bit. And then you're going to want to do a keyframe. Then you're going to want to click 5 times on your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add another keyframe. Then you're going to want to go to the end. Add the keyframe again. Then you're going to want to click 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click. So, if you go to the next one, you're going to want to make it whatever. If you want to, you go to the first one, you want to make it a little bit shorter. 0.22. So that's what I'm going to do for my last one. 0.22. So now it should look like this.
Green. And this is
It was a little bit rushed, but it should be fine.
Green. And this is an example of how I green screen.
Okay. So if you're going to want to learn how to green screen, you're going to have to go back to the Gorilla Tag editing server on Discord. If you don't have a Discord server, I don't really know. I might make a Google Drive you could download with all the effects, but that's not going to be now. I don't have enough time for that. But once you do, you're going to find, if you even go in there, you're going to find Gorilla Tag logo preset, and you're just gonna want to drag it in. It doesn't matter if it's at the top or bottom. Yeah, top is good.
On screen.
I said Gorilla Tag to just make it look cooler.
Gorilla Tag.
So then you're gonna want to cut it. So here is the hard part.
Screen.
Well, for me, I had to watch like a bunch of videos to do this. You're just gonna want to drag it down to where you like it. We're not doing the green screen cutout part yet. Gonna want to move it down.
Gorilla Tag.
Perfect. And you're gonna want to click color. You're gonna want to right click and click add alpha output and connect the blue square to the blue circle, just like that. Then you're gonna want to click on the screen, the green. Perfect. But that's the opposite of what we want. So what we're gonna have to do is click the invert like that, and then you're gonna be like, oh, well, it's not the same. Yeah, I'm getting to that. So you want to do in-out ratio to 100 and turn up the blur radius so it does turn it off. And there you go. If you still have a little bit of green, just click on the green and it should feather out if you click the feather. But if you go back to edit, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be just the Gorilla Tag. So you're gonna want to go back to color, click on this little circle thing, and then click on this right here and drag it out to where you can see the whole thing. Just like this. Then you're going to want to go back to edit and it should be perfect.
Gorilla Tag. So
there is a little bit of green, but I don't really care.
So there you go.
Oh, it did kind of cancel out my...
Oh,
it canceled out my text. Hold up, I'll be right back. I'm adding it back. Okay, so I added it back.
So there you go.
So this is what it should be right now.
Gorilla Tag.
I'm not done yet, though. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add whatever text click you want. You can use the same one, or you can use a different one. But I like to use the Nintendo click sound, which I don't like. It's called Click 1, but it is the Nintendo click sound. If you've ever played on a Nintendo Switch, whatever. So that's what I'm going to do for the text in, like this. You're going to want to drag it in, and you're going to want to turn it up to 11.1 again, because all the text click, it just makes it even. 11.1. So that's what you're going to want. Then you're going to add it to the start, so about right here.
And this is an example.
I don't like to add it at the end if it's at the end of one, but if it's longer, say it starts here and it ends here, I'll add it at the end. But since it's short, it's just going to be too much effects. It's going to be overwhelming, so I don't like to add it. Okay, so for this, right here, I use an effect for the gorilla tag things. Either I use coin ding, which is what Fado uses for his intros. Either I use coin ding, right here.
Gorilla tag. Gorilla.
You would want to start it about here.
Gorilla tag.
I would either use
Gorilla
that.
tag.
You do not have to turn it up. It's already loud enough, so do not do that.
Gorilla tag.
I either use that or Mason intro, which is Mason XD, which it really isn't his intro because he didn't make it, but people just call it that. I would not turn it up.
Gorilla.
I would not turn it up at all. I mean, you could do it to 1 because it isn't loud enough, but that's as far as I would go.
Gorilla tag.
So you want to make it like that.
Gorilla tag.
I would use that. So now, we're gonna add sound, but this is what the video looks like without sound. So if you do not want sound, you can keep it however you want.
This is my editing tutorial. This is an example of me putting an image on a screen. And this is an example of how I green screen. Gorilla tag. So, there you go.
That's how it should look. I always use this for all my videos. My older ones, I did not really use it, but I use a sound called bubble beam. I'm sorry you can hear my keyboard, it's really loud. So you do not want to, you want to add it like as low as you can, because it does not, I'm probably just going to add it right there. It doesn't really do that, so you're probably just going to want to copy a creamy click and move it down, because the bubble beam does not do that for some reason, which is really weird. So once you do that, you're going to want to add it right there. And I either move it down to -20 or -25, either one. Whichever one sounds easier. If you click on this and you drag it down, it will like fade the song in.
This is an example of me putting an image on a screen. And this is an example of how I green screen. Gorilla tag. So, there you go.
And once you end the video, you're going to want to control B, which is how you cut, and then you're just going to want to drag it back down to fade. So this is how your video should look.
This is my editing tutorial. This is an example of me putting an image on a screen. And this is an example of how I green screen. Gorilla tag. So, there you go.
That's what I do. I mean, if you want to take it further, you could change the coloring, but I usually don't mess with that. So, yeah. If you guys want a tutorial for CapCut, because I did used to edit on CapCut, I can get it pretty close to that. It just won't have the glow and probably not the same text effect like the shake. But I will probably make a CapCut editing tutorial if this video gets 10 likes. If it does, I will do a CapCut editing tutorial in the future, but definitely not right now. So, yeah, that is my complete editing tutorial, because some people think I don't edit my videos and I pay somebody to do that. No, I learned by myself about almost a year ago. I learned in October, and it was really bad. If you want to see that video, scroll through till October and you'll see it's really bad. I got better over time, and I can keep getting better if I keep working on my editing. Okay, so I just realized something that I did not do. I didn't show you how to export the video. So, what you're going to want to click is you're going to want to click Quick Export. Then you're going to get this pop-up. You're going to want to click Export. Okay, so this is all blurred, but what you're going to want to do is file name it whatever you want. What I name it is usually... Okay, so I'm just going to name it Gorilla Tag Editing. Then you go on and click Save and just wait for this to download. Then you should have it on your PC. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you a lot. And consider subscribing. Gronker out.